Hi,
Hi.
we are live.
Yes, we are.
What are we talking about?
Today we are talking about how the Republic of France is in a very lonely fight against its confrontation with the most dangerous ideology in the world.
Yes, it's Enlightenment versus Islam, and
And it's on.
Enlightenment, and it's on, and it's like seems like the allies of Enlightenment are few, and the allies of Islam are many. So we're going to war,
Yep.
right? This is
Ideological
like
war.
the ideological war, and it hasn't been this intense for a while. Hey,
It's the heat is turned up and I'm
mm,
angry.
right, and one side draws cartoons, the other side spills blood,
Hmm.
right? Yeah.
Very astute
So,
observation.
right. Yeah. Anyways, let's see what the Islamic world has to say about all of this, right?
Hmm.
By the way, thank you to Susanna. She collected all of this. So that's amazing. By the way, before I show you what the Islamic world is saying, I do want to say that I'm very disappointed with the English speaking world
Hmm.
who has not been allies with, hasn't been backing France as strong as they could have, right? UK
Cowardice.
cowardice, right? Like,
Yellow bellied cowardice.
yes, yes, and I can see now how French people are sometimes gets a bit frustrated when it comes to. I mean, you see this in Canada where like the English speaking part of Canada constantly accuses Quebec of bigotry, the French part of Canada as bigotry, whereas Quebec is just fighting for secularism, right? And
Hmm.
you see this playing in Canada, right? The English speaking part of Canada versus the French part of Canada. It seems like the French are just always at the front of secularism. Now you see it on the world stage as well. Well, you see that the values that the French are fighting for, the English speaking world wants to like instead of backing them fully at this time, they're like playing at both sides. You know how they accuse Trump of like, oh, both siding it.
Yeah. Flip
This is
flopping.
what. Yeah, no, they're like, oh, there are bad people on both
Yeah,
sides,
yeah, yeah.
right? This is what the English speaking world is doing to France right now. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't be killing cartoonists, but you shouldn't also go too far. But the cartoons are kind
Oh,
of you should.
choke.
Yeah, we're gonna actually be covering that as well. We're gonna be covering the
Trudeau.
worst of them, Trudeau, right? Because I thought I was like, okay, UK, you finally came and said something, but that was like you were playing like, are we gonna do this? And the
Hmm.
United States, they use like the top media in the United States. They have been like they haven't been even calling it out. They haven't been calling it Islamic. They're just like they're being dancing around it. But now Canada came, so that was UK. Then we had the United States. I don't know what Australia has been doing. We could look into that. But then Canada. Oh, fucking Canada. Shit, Trudeau came. What did Trudeau say, Susanna?
Um. Oh boy. Wait. Let me find it. 1 second. Freedom of expression is not without limits. That's what he
Trudeau
said.
at this time, Trudeau comes out and say, "Freedom of expression is not without its limit." Fuck you, Justin Trudeau. We're gonna that should be its own live stream. That
It's
should
going
be
to.
its own. Yeah, it's going to
I
be its
mean, it
own
just
live stream.
happened today. I'm livid.
Yeah, yeah.
I have never been happier to be an American. Um.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that's one
Well,
thing that we are very firm on.
yeah. So at this time, when France seems so alone, this is the time that we need to come out and defend France. But we're not talking about the English world. We're talking about the Islamic world, and we're gonna go over this very fast. Actually, yeah, we should get into this because we don't have much time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we
Um.
gonna go on.
Just making sure that I'm not echoing. Okay, we're good.
Okay, but I have to like turn on the audio. So this is what Canadian Imam Yunus Cath
Mhm.
Cathrada it says Samuel Paddy was cursed, evil spirited, filthy excuse for human being. Jesus. All right. Do I need to share this audio? Okay, yeah, I do. All
Yeah,
right, don't.
I believe this man lives in Victoria.
Okay. Hold on. Let me play this. Wait. Let me see if I muted it. Okay, good. Oh wow, this was working just fine right now.
Not too long ago, a teacher in France chose to show those insulting cartoons to his class at a school. And of course, some of the Muslim students who were there were very annoyed and upset, and they objected, as did their parents. And they spoke up, but nobody bothered listening to them. Nobody paid any attention to them. Then about a week ago, it is said, and I repeat, it is said, that a young Muslim man confronted this cursed individual. He confronted this evil-spirited man. He confronted this filthy excuse of a human being on the street, and he beheaded him. Right now, we are angry at what these filthy people are doing. So one of the things that you and I can do is to boycott all French products and services. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الكفرة والمشركين اللهم دمر أعداء الدين وأهلك الزنادقة والملحدين.
Wait, do I need to read these?
I think it'd be useful to read
French products and services. اللهم
O Allah, give strength to Islam and Muslims,
أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل
and humiliate the infidels and the polytheists.
الكفرة والمشركين اللهم
O Allah, destroy the enemies of Islam
دمر أعداء الدين وأهلك
and annihilate the heretics and the atheists. Hey, shout out to us. Thank you.
الزنادقة والملحدين اللهم
O Allah, support those who wage jihad for your sake everywhere.
انصر المجاهدين في سبيلك في كل مكان اللهم
O Allah, annihilate all those who, what is this? Who slandered the Prophet Muhammad.
أهلك كل من أساء لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم
O Allah, annihilate all those who slandered your Prophet Muhammad. Oh, again.
أهلك كل من أساء إلى رسولك صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم
Oh, he's saying that again.
أهلك
He's saying that 3 times.
كل من أساء لرسولك صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Apparently, God needs to be told to do something 3 times. Okay, hold on. Let me mute this so that you don't echo. All right.
Thank you. Oh, quick shout out. Wait, where is she? Where'd she go? Mrs. Prophet is here. Mrs.
Wow.
Prophet is here.
This Imam's YouTube channel is Muslim Youth Victoria. He's located in British Columbia.
A
Wow.
youth channel?
Jesus Christ.
Astaghfirullah. No, that was
Astagh-
disgusting. I'm kidding.
Astaghfir al-Iblis.
Please.
Yes.
Do you have any commentary on that video before we move on?
I mean, is it not obvious? Like, these people, Samuel Paty showed a cartoon, he was beheaded, and they act like they're the victims.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, what else do you want to say, right? And these are people with these are, like, guys, this is not I've been all over the internet, right? Like, looking at Muslims' comments, this idea of the cartoonists being the evil ones, like, the people who are filthy, disgusted, cursed, filthy excuse for a human being. This is not like extremist imams saying this stuff, okay? Right now, all over the internet and in Muslims in Islamic countries, this is the mainstream view right now. This is like they think like they're being attacked. Again, the blood of people who are standing for enlightenment values are being spilled, and they feel like they're attacked because of cartoons.
Not even those who are standing for Enlightenment values. A woman
Yes.
was beheaded
For-
inside of a Catholic cathedral.
Yeah, people that had nothing to do
A
with even the,
civilian.
not even with the cartoons. Like, these Muslims are not looking at the news and they're not like, oh my God, French people are under attack. They're like, no, we're under attack because of cartoons. Imagine your worldview. Imagine how your views are completely detached from reality when they're like, oh yeah, we're under attack. Islam is under attack because people draw cartoons. This is why it's hard to defend, to fight for Muslims when they're actually under attack. Because this is what this is why the whole, like, we don't see them this loud for eager Muslims. Like they're not this united, right? They're not this loud and united when it comes to defending actual oppression against Muslims.
Genocide.
Genocide. They're doing
Against
genocide.
the Ummah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that some of them don't talk about it, but come on, this is not. They're never disunited. The backlash to these cartoons has been astronomically higher compared to the backlash of what China is doing to Uyghur Muslims.
In the Kazakhs, it makes me want to weep.
This is what they consider a real attack. This is why it's hard, because
this is what is so dangerous about having an akhirat over dunya point of view.
yeah.
Because their own ummah doesn't matter as much as their
Yeah.
fucked up fucking warlord 7th century psychopath of a prophet. Okay?
Yeah. This is what happens when you care about your prophet more than actual Muslim lives. Again, this is Muslims are saying Muslim lives don't matter to Muslims. The prophet matters.
This is
His
why
honor.
I'm dunya over akhirat all day, okay? Really quickly, rendered unto Caesar gave us $5, saying, "Hey now,
Ooh.
thank you for
Thank
the $5."
you so much for the $5 super chat. All right, let's get this one. Thank you. Iran accuses France Macron for fueling extremism. Wow. Insulting Muslims
This is
for
like the same bullshit that Chechnyan fucking Putin puppet, homophobic concentration camp running piece of
Yes.
shit dictator had. You're pushing Muslims into extremism.
This is kind of
Maybe
like
your own indoctrination is.
this is like you're asking for it kind of attitude, right? This is kind of like telling somebody who is being odd, or like, oh, you asked for it, you were like not dressed properly. Like, yeah, you have. No, Iran accuses the France Macron of fueling extremism, insulting. Yeah, guys, it's not the fact that your prophet has teachings telling people that you should go defend his honor. It's not the fact that you have a world ideology that tells you that fighting, killing apostates or atheists or infidels or people who blaspheme, their blood is halal. It's not that, guys. It's not that. It's the cartoons. It's the cartoons that are fueling extremism. It says insulting. So, here, let me actually look at the tweet. Look at this. Oh my God, this is Javad Zarif. This is
This
fucking yeah. This is Muslims. Wait, so Muslims, this is not the same thing that is set up here. Insulting Muslims for abhorrent crimes of such extremists is opportunistic abuse of freedom of speech. Iranian Foreign Minister Zarif says. Okay, so this is what he's saying. Insulting Muslims for abhorrent crimes of such extremists is an opportunistic abuse of freedom of speech. Insulting Muslims for abhorrent crimes of such extremists. What do you mean? Oh, insulting Muslims for. Okay, so first of all, insulting. So he's saying, okay, the crimes are abhorrent, but if you shouldn't insult Muslims because of these crimes, that is an abuse of freedom of speech. Okay, first of all, when it comes to insulting Muslims, there are very few things that don't insult Muslims. Okay, this cannot be a criteria of what you get to say. Okay, because if this is a criteria, then you could technically control all form of speech, right? Because you know what insults us? Okay, if you want to worry about what, yeah, you know what insults us? The Quran insults me. Okay, the Hadith insults me. So if we all of a sudden care about what insults Muslims, why are what insult Muslims matter more than what insults me? If this is the standard, if this is an abuse of freedom of speech, given that the Quran and the Hadith insult me, are we going to also value what insult me and all the other people who find the Quran and the Hadith insulting? Or is it just Muslims' opinions matter more than other people's opinions? Because if I find the Quran and the Hadith insulting, then publishing, preaching, teaching the Quran or Hadith anywhere would be considered an abuse of freedom of speech. And based on this criteria, it should be banned. Okay, so Jawad Zarif, who's the foreign minister, says, by the way, this guy represents the executive branch in Iran, not like Khamenei. He's like closer to Rouhani type people, like the reformers. This is, by the way, yeah, just to let you guys know, this is the reformists. This is represents the reformist side of Iranian politics.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Muslims are the primary victims of the cult of hatred empowered by colonial.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Let's finish the tweet, and then I will go off. Wait.
I wanted to puke. Muslims are the primary victims of the cult of hatred empowered by the colonial regimes and exported by their own clients. Insulting 1.9 billion Muslims and their sanctities for the abhorrent crimes of such extremists is an opportunist abuse of freedom of speech. It only fuels extremism. Jawad Zarif, tell me, what doesn't fuel the extremism of Islam? If you attack it, it will be fuel extremism. If you leave it alone, it will become extremist. If you leave it anything, okay, this guy acts like Islam was not extremist before people started drawing cartoon of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, Islam was like, when Islam was going to India and like killing Hindus, was that because the Hindus were drawing cartoons, right? When Islam was like going out and forcing people to submit or die all across the planet, was that because they were drawing cartoons? If you fight Islam, it will have extremism. If you don't fight it, it will have even more extremism. Whatever you do with Islam, it fuels extremism. So what do you pretend this has nothing to do? Oh, God damn it.
And this is
maybe it has something to do with the fact that your books and your scripture teaches extremism, right? Maybe it has something to do with that, because there's no other ideology that you insult. Show me right now, where on the goddamn planet, if you insult certain ideas, it's going to feel extremism. Maybe it's not about the insults. Maybe it's about the ideology itself. Like right now, if I go insult Judaism, are you going to see like people spilling blood in the street somewhere? Like, are you going to do that? Is that, go insult Enlightenment values. Go make cartoons of, I don't know, Voltaire. Right? Go make cartoons of Voltaire right now. Go do it. Go do it. Go like make the offensive cartoons of Voltaire, and see what happens. Like maybe if the common denominator is Islam, not the insult, maybe it's the Islam that is the problem, not the insult. But go on.
My brain is like melting right now from that tweet.
All right, let's go to the next one. Muslims have right to punish. French says, "Oh yeah, this one was the worst."
This is what we really need to get into.
We have to be a little bit careful with this one. Oh wait, somebody said something in the live chat. We have to pay attention to the live chat, Susan.
Mhm.
So here, Kraton is saying, I saw a tweet showing a video of schoolgirls in
Oh,
hijab. Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna get into that.
yeah. That one is coming. That one is coming. Muslims have right to punish French says punish. Oh, have the right to punish French. Okay, this title is not written properly. Muslims have right to punish French, says Malaysian Mahathir. This guy is the former. Oh yeah, here this is Malaysia's former leader. Mahathir Mohamad accuses Twitter and Facebook of misrepresenting comments on Muslims and France.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, actually,
Misrepresenting your genocidal tweets. Yeah, my guy. Sure.
wait, hold on. This is the wasn't that tweet deleted?
Yes, but I sent you a picture of the tweet.
Okay, let me see if we can show this. Okay, yeah.
You just pulled it away. Yeah.
I just wanted to not make sure. So should we go through his tweets or should we go through his excuse?
Well, we should actually set the foundation of what was said first, and then
Okay,
we
so
can decide if he was taken out of context.
All right, so guys, this is
I'll
the
read it.
former. Okay, what is it again? He's the
He
former.
was the prime minister, the fourth and seventh prime minister of Malaysia.
Guys,
Prime
this
minister of
is
Malaysia twice. A
it-
moderate country.
a moderate country, and he's a doctor. Okay, so let's see what he said. Okay,
Well, doctor of
it-
what? I don't know.
yeah, doctor. I don't know. Yeah, but guys, this is not out again. What I showed you with Zarif here. These are not extremists. This is like in Iran, we have the
Leadership.
Yeah, this is leadership in the Islamic world, and we're showing you in Iran. This represents the reformists, the moderates. Javad Zarif represents the moderate and the reformists, not the Khamenei, not the fundamentalist Ayatollahs in Iran. Okay, this is the reformists in Iran. And again, this is like former prime minister of Malaysia. Malaysia is supposed to be considered like the moderate Islamic country.
Yeah.
This is not coming from Saudi fucking Arabia. This is coming from the highest position in Malaysia. Okay, so when I'm telling you, when we say these ideas are mainstream, we're not kidding. Okay, this is okay. But go on, read it.
I cannot imagine if. Actually, no, let me focus. Okay. All caps. Respect others. Number one, a teacher in France had his throat slit by an 18-year-old Chechen boy. The killer was angered by the teacher showing a caricature of Prophet Muhammad. The teacher intended to demonstrate freedom of expression. The killing is not an act that, as a Muslim, I would approve of. But while I believe in the freedom of expression, always great when you start a sentence with "but," I do not think it includes insulting
Yeah.
people.
Wait. Yeah. By the way, Susanna, it's hard to say when you're studying, and so be careful. But yeah, you're right. Like every time you say, "But I believe the freedom of expression." Yeah. So
The first thing you learn in English class is when you have "but," everything that comes before it was just negated. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Right.
let me continue. I do not think it includes insulting other people. It actually does. While you cannot go up to a man and curse him simply because you believe in freedom of speech. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. I mean, as long as it's not. No, actually, this is not the same thing. Okay, because this means that you're forcing certain content on somebody. Like people should be able to decide what content they're exposed to. Okay, they should be able to opt out of seeing something, right? So if somebody doesn't want to listen to you. And they want to be like, okay, I don't want to see this, and you keep forcing them on that kind of content on them, then maybe that's not allowed, right? I believe the freedom of expression. I do not think it includes insulting other people. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Insulting. Yeah, let me demonstrate. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad,
Go
you're a
fuck
fucking moron. You could go fuck yourself. You could go fuck yourself, right? See, I just insulted you. And that includes that's protected under my freedom of expression. So yeah, go fuck yourself. You're an idiot. You're a moron. You're a worthless piece of shit. And all of those are insults, and all of that is protected under free speech. So you guys maybe, I don't know how you became a top politician if you don't even understand what freedom of expression defends. So yeah, I mean it's amazing. This is a
Armin?
doctor. What?
We need to move through this faster.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Let's go.
In Malaysia, where there are people of many races and religions, we have avoided serious conflicts between races because we are conscious of the need to be sensitive to the sensitivities of others. Oh, thank you for the $5 render unto Caesar. He's
Thank
saying
you.
tea, meaning he noticed my milk tea.
Thank
So,
you.
we're conscious of the need to be sensitive to the sensitivities of others. If we are not, then this country would never be peaceful and stable. Yeah, but you do not falsely create that sensitivity to others. You nurture that through mutual respect and education. Okay, next tweet. We often copy the ways of the West. We dress like them. We adopt their political systems, even some of their strange practices. But we have our own values, different as between races and religion, which we need to sustain.
What are those values? Let's
The
see.
trouble with new ideas is that the latecomers tend to add new interpretations. These are not what the originators intended. Thus, freedom for women meant the right to vote in elections. Today, we want to eliminate everything that is different between men and women. Oh, is this some sort of like anti-trans thing?
Yeah, this
That's
is
the
probably,
smell I'm getting from this.
Yeah, we're not gonna comment
Yeah, we
on that.
can't
We're
even
gonna,
get into that.
yeah.
Physically, oh my gosh, it is an anti-trans thing. Physically, we are different. I mean, but that's true. We are different.
Yeah, but we're not gonna. Yeah,
we can't even.
Yeah, let's just move on.
This limits our capacity to be equal. We have to accept these differences and the limitations that are placed on us. Our value system is also part of human rights. Yes, sometimes values seem to be inhuman. They cause people to suffer. We need to reduce sufferings, but not by force if the resistance is great. The dress code of European women at one time was severely restrictive. Apart from the face, no other part of the body was exposed, but over the years, more and more parts of the body are exposed. Oh, what the? Today, a little string.
We don't care about this. We're gonna move on to this. Yeah.
Yeah. Today, a little string covers the most secret place. That's all. In fact, many in the West are totally naked when on certain beaches. Oh, God forbid. The
Let's
West
move on.
accepts this as normal, but the West should not try to forcibly impose this on others. To do so is to deprive the freedom of these people. Oh my God, no one's making you get naked.
No, Susanna, let's forget this. We have to move on to the part that we care about.
Okay, what's coming up? Generally, the West no longer adhere to their own religion. They are Christians in name only. That is their right. But they must not show disrespect for the values of others, for the religion of others. It is a measure of the level of their civilization to show this respect. 11. Macron is not showing that he is civilized. He is very primitive in blaming the religion of Islam and Muslims for the killing of the insulting school teacher. It is not in the keeping with the teachings of Islam. And then there's a tweet that's missing.
There's
but
a tweet
the
that's
thread
missing.
ends after Twitter deleted this tweet.
Okay, should we show the missing tweet or should we show this one first? Oh, here.
Yeah, so let's just
Continue.
do this. But irrespective of the religion professed, angry people kill. The French, in the course of their history, has killed millions of people. Many were Muslims. And then this tweet has violated the Twitter rules. We'll get into that.
We're going to get into the deleted tweet, okay?
But by and large, the Muslims have not applied the eye for the eye law. The Muslims don't. The French shouldn't. Instead, the French should teach their people to respect other people's feelings. Their feelings. 3. Since you have blamed all Muslims and the Muslims' religion for what was done by one angry person, the Muslims have a right to...
Wow. The Muslims
have the right to punish the French. The boycott cannot compensate the wrongs committed by the French all these years.
Wow. Okay. First of all, great job, doctor, for prescribing collective punishment. Even though their response, the French government's response is not collective punishment on all Muslims, but your response is collective punishment for something that wasn't even a crime on all
Mm-hmm.
French people.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at. Oh, so you care about hurt feelings, right? Here, where was it? Okay, so should respect other people's feelings. Okay, remember this. Okay, he wants you to respect, like, the French should respect other people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see what the deleted tweet was.
The
Number
deleted
12.
tweet was
Oh,
number
be careful! Be careful. Use it. Say K instead of
okay.
okay. Yeah.
12. Muslims have a right to be angry and to K millions of French people for the massacres of the past. They have a right to K millions of French people for the massacres of the past. But we're not supposed to be upset about a specific ideology and the actions of just one guy. Right?
This is insane. Wait. So remember, okay? The French should teach their people to respect other people's feelings, and yet he's saying Muslims have a right to be angry and to kill millions of French people for the massacres of the past. That doesn't. What the hell? This is ex-prime minister. Yeah. I don't understand. Did he read this before tweeting this? Does he actually the must like okay, what is his defense? This doesn't make
He tried to explain and defend his position. I was
Let's see.
reading it. He
I'm-
tries to equivocate on his
Let me
Twitter
read it.
today.
Let me read it really quickly. Okay, Malaysia's former Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad has said social media platforms, Twitter and Facebook, misrepresented what he was saying after they deleted part of a blog post in which he wrote Muslims had a right to be angry and kill millions of French people for the massacre of the past. After the comments triggered an outcry, in a new blog post, Mahathir said he was disgusted with attempts to misrepresent and take him out of context what he had written, saying that section of the post needed to be read with the subsequent paragraph in which he wrote, but by and large, the Muslims have not applied the eye for an eye law. Muslims don't, French shouldn't. Okay, so his defense is that he said Muslims have the right. So the part that he said, where is this? He says Muslims have a right to be angry and to kill millions of French people, but his defense is like, but before it I said, wait, where's the eye for an eye part? Anyways, so he's saying that before this is okay because they're not doing it, right? Because by and large, the Muslims have not applied the eye for an eye law. So that's his defense. So that means that we didn't misrepresent him. So he's saying so it meant exactly what we think it meant.
Yeah.
So he's saying that they haven't done it by and large. So that means that we didn't take it out of context. Your defense is that they haven't done it. So you're saying they have a right to do genocide on French people, and when we ask you what the hell you're talking about, your defense is that they haven't done it, so it's okay. So we didn't. So it meant exactly what we thought. The two sections appeared as separate tweets on Twitter, where they were posted as a thread. Their publication coincided with Thursday's knife attack at an East church. Yeah, and actually, so they do apply it, right? Their knife attacks, right? At an East
On
church
just random women.
and random women. Guys, this is collective. Again, imagine imagine what they're getting offended by compared to what they're prescribing. Okay, I mean this is insane, right? Because nobody imagine this is about cartoons, right? Imagine if Macron
about drawings.
Imagine if Macron came and said, like, hey, the French have a right to do genocide, and, I'm not going to say it because of the crimes of the Muslims in the past. I mean, imagine the outcry. I mean, the legitimate out. We would do
Yes.
that. We would join the outcry, okay?
Yes.
We would join the outcry if Macron said something like that. But he didn't. But look how Trudeau and this anti-bigotry people, they're calling out Macron for cartoons. And is this motherfucker getting the same backlash for actually prescribing genocide on French people?
Because they expect so little from these people.
Fucking hell, guys! One side is drawing cartoons, and the other side is like saying the French deserve to have be genocide on French people. That's what the other side is saying. And yet the outcry of even the English-speaking world is mostly on Macron. Like, what the fuck is happening to the world? Like, Trudeau, are you gonna come out with another statement and say, like, hey, maybe Malaysia, maybe shut the fuck up? Oh my god. This is about cartoons, guy. Cartoons! This is in response to fucking cartoons! Yo, genocide is justified. Fucking hell. Separately, the Malaysian government strongly condemned the Malaysian government strongly condemned the Nice attack. Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But yeah, genocide. Are you going to condemn the Malaysian yourself for promoting genocide? Oh, look at this. There's nothing I can do with FB and Twitter's decision to remove my posting, he wrote, adding that he had tried to explain and defend his position. Well, go fuck yourself. That is what freedom of speech is to them. Oh, look, another person that doesn't understand freedom of speech. On one hand, they defended those who chose to display offending caricatures and expect all Muslims to swallow it in the name of freedom of speech and expression.
Yep.
Nobody is. No, I don't know what the fuck. That's not what freedom of speech means. You get to cry about it. You get to complain about it. You get to say, I don't like it. That you get to do that. That is not what freedom of speech means. If we draw a cartoon and Muslims don't like it, when we say we have the freedom of speech, that doesn't mean they don't have a right to say they don't like it. They get to do that, you fucking moron. You know what they don't get to do? They don't get to kill us for it.
That's what I meant.
They don't get to censor us for it. They don't get to ban. They don't get to fine us. They don't get to execute us. They don't get to jail us. That's what they don't get to do. If we draw a cartoon and they don't like it, nobody says they should shut the fuck up. They could come and say, "Hey, I don't like your fucking cartoon." That's okay. They can say that. That's okay. And if you have a tweet that is promoting genocide and people come and say, like, "Hey, you motherfucker, stop promoting genocide," you're like, what happened to freedom of speech? Fuck you! Look, on the other hand, they deleted deliberately that Muslims had never thought revenge for the injustice against them in the past. Oh, first of all, they have, you fucking idiot. And secondly, your tweets being deleted does not violate your freedom of expression. Holy shit, you fucking moron. You have such a giant platform to tell people things, and people listen. Look, imagine these people crying about. Imagine these people comparing themselves, their deleted tweets, to people being fucking beheaded. They're like, you draw cartoons that you don't want to be beheaded, but I posted a tweet and my tweet got deleted. Potato, right? Oh, you behead some people, you delete tweets, as if they're the fucking same thing, you fucking morons. This guy's a doctor. This guy's a fucking doctor. This guy was elected to be Prime Minister of Malaysia. Holy fucking shit. Twice.
I think we should move on to those videos.
Wait, let's just look at this title. Egypt says freedom of expression stops when Muslims offend. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No,
if
Muslims
you expect our freedom of expression to stop when you're offended, that means you are expecting us to submit to a theocracy that we are not in. We are in no position where we have to submit to that, right? I'm not submitting to your imaginary friend because you're offended.
This is your fucking rules. This is you look at these motherfuckers. They want to enforce Sharia not on their country, but also beyond their country. You don't have any authority over us, you motherfuckers.
We are
Like,
no
oh,
one's fucking Dimmy.
no, you're like, freedom of expression stops. When no, you don't get to decide when our freedom of expression stops. You don't get to decide, and if we have our way, you don't get to decide that for Egypt as well, you motherfuckers. You want to go beyond? Oh, fucking yeah. Anyways, let's go.
Okay, I'll mute myself so you can play this.
All right.
Oh wait, but you should pause so that you read the subtitles out loud.
Okay. Who is this?
Leader in Pakistan.
Okay.
Leader in Pakistan.
Oh yeah, I've seen
His
this.
name is at the top.
Yeah, I see this guy
His name is at
talking
the top.
about like other like blasphemy cases, right? So this is guy, Pakistani spiritual leader and politician, Alama Khadim Hussein Rizvi says, "Do a war with atomic bomb and declare jihad against France." Wow, wow! Look at this. Hold on, let's continue. Today, France is challenging us. They are asking, why do you have a 10th atomic bomb? Oh, Pakistan has like a 10th atomic bomb. We should do an atomic nuclear war. Do a war with atomic bomb. Declare the jihad. We will kill everyone. Guys, okay, hold on. Guys, this guy has a major following in Pakistan, okay? Huge following, okay? And these people represent a lot of people, like millions of people. And these millions of people, these millions of Muslims,
they
think it's justified. They have one side draws a cartoon, the other side millions of
genocide.
Hold on. The other side, okay, we have one side that draws a cartoon, and on the other side, millions of Muslims think it's justified in response to that to nuke France.
Wipe it off the map.
Nuke France. That's the response I think it's justified. Holy fucking shit, guys. This is your brain on Islam. Anyways, let's do this last one because we have to go soon.
I dare anyone to present me with an ideology that is more dangerous than this.
No, yeah.
Okay, so before you play the sound, I'll read the caption. Jamia Hafsa in Islamabad.
Oh, wait. Before you do that, we have to read the super chat. We got another super chat.
Oh, render unto Caesar. You're throwing lots of cash at us today. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. Saying, is it that hard to not call for violence when Islam is insulted?
No, it's very difficult. It's almost impossible. This is what you can expect from Islam and no other ideology this consistently. No other ideology.
Consistently.
Yeah, this consistently. Yeah, you could bet. Yeah. Anyway, by the way, before we do this last week, our Muhammad cartoon is coming very soon, guys. We're gonna have the initial draft. For you guys to show. We're gonna participate in the blasphemy.
Oh my gosh! I saw a draft today.
You did?
Well, because she sent it while we're doing this right now. Muhammad is hot. Ram is hot.
Wait,
our goal is to have Muhammad be so hot, so sexy that you will reconsider leaving Islam.
How come you got it?
Because you're straighter than a razor, but
how come you got it and I didn't in my email?
No, it's not an email. She just sent it to me other ways. But it is, and I might revert if Muhammad was this sexy. I'd revert. Yeah. Wow. Al-Uza Akbar gave us a super sticker. Thank you. That's a little emoji, heart eyes emoji going.
Yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's gonna go. That money is gonna go towards funding our Muhammad cartoon, which is basically going to be a kiss between Lord Rama and Prophet Muhammad. Um, Oh, you guys, the sweatshirts are on we have like if you go on atheistrepublic.com, the store section, if you want something other than t-shirts, they're all on atheistrepublic.com, all of them, okay?
Let me know if you want me to share my. Well, it doesn't have the branding on it. It's just a warm-up sketch. If you want
No,
me to
no,
share
no, I want to see it before everyone else.
Okay.
I want to see it. Okay,
Okay, yeah.
Does it have the tattoo on it? Because we shouldn't share
No,
it
no,
unless.
no.
Okay, make sure it has the tattoo on it before. I wanted to share the tattoo version one very soon because I want to get people excited with the drafts. But anyways, let's look at this one. Okay, so what is this?
I'll mute myself. Well, I'll read the caption first. Jamia Hafsa in Islamabad. This is the capital of Pakistan, if I am correct. Female teacher at Deobandi Seminary beheads the effigy of the blasphemer French President Emmanuel Macron in front of female students, many of them children.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I'm going to mute myself so I don't echo, but play it from the beginning. Play it from the beginning.
What the? Okay. These are kids, everyone. These are kids. Look at these little girls watching this. Holy crap. Okay.
खाके बनाने वालों को हम तुम्हें मिला देंगे खाके बनाने वालों को हम तुम्हें मिला देंगे
Okay, hold on. Let me mute this. Arjun is saying the lyrics of the song mean to separate the head from the trunk body in Urdu. Wow. We got Mars gave us a $5 super chat. Keep those cartoons coming. Thank you so much.
We love
Mars.
you,
We love
Mars.
you,
I don't know what I would do without you as a friend.
Guys, this is actually this is really scary. Like
This is genuinely scary.
this is genuinely scary. I mean, I grew up in an Islamic country. We burned American flags, but we didn't have an actual beheading.
Yeah, of a country's president.
By the way, other than how despicable all of this is like breaking safety codes as well. Because look, she could have hit this lady. She could have hit this lady right here.
You can tell she's like, oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
This is child abuse. Make no mistake. This is indoctrination. These
All
children
right.
don't have the choice to opt out of that, right? Do they
Guys,
have the choice to be exposed to other ideologies? Do they have the choice to question things freely? Do they have the option of free inquiry?
Okay, this is what we're
Do they
up
have other
against.
ideologies available in their environment? Even available in their environment? To see that there are other options in this world? This is what we're up against.
But there's just so many of them, and we're so few. You know, I mean, even think about this. So we have there's the insane Islamic world, and there's so many. And then we have the so-called the civilized world. You have United States and Canada, and they're not they're not defending France as they should be, right?
It's despicable.
And
It's
then we have
gutless.
what we have like people like, and then okay, so here's how bad the situation is, right? So the consistent defenders of enlightenment values is the last category, right? The Islamic world, the people who actually think like did this insane, that's huge already. Okay, there are millions of people. But then the civilized world who doesn't think like that, they justify it and they make excuses and they doubles like, oh, both sides it. They both sides it, right? So we're disappointed with like the Islamic with the so-called like the people who are supposed to be the champions of freedom of expression and free speech, right? And then we have some smaller group of people, which are still a lot but smaller, who are calling this out, but they are calling this out for the wrong reasons, right? We have the bigots, we have the far right, we have the Hindutva, the hypocrites who wouldn't be calling this out if somebody was drawing a cartoon of their ideas, right? People who would not be supporting freedom, enlightenment values, if they were in power, right? People who will actually be in favor of censorship, would be in favor of limiting people's expression against Christianity or things that they find violent, disgusting, or things that they find degenerate, or things that offends their religion, right? So then we have that, right? This, the circle keeps getting smaller and smaller, and then you have the tiniest of all circles, which is us, the people who are actually consistently for the right reason, not for tribalism, not for otherizing a people, not for demonizing other people, consistently are fighting for enlightenment values. And that's where we are at, and that's why we're the loneliest group of people here. We're the smallest tribe. We need to grow this tribe.
Hussein just sent us a super chat, which made me laugh. Hussein Rahman is saying, gave us $5. Thank you. Saying, excited to see a sexy Muhammad. # choke me, Baghdadi.
That's good.
Okay.
Thanks for the quick humor.
Thanks for making me laugh after being really upset by everything we just talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, guys, we're gonna make Muhammad look good, like a chat. Like, we're not gonna, again, the trick to this is not to be, these people will lose their mind even if you're not being derogatory, right? We have to expose them by making something that is not even trying to be derogatory, and show them how insulting they find these things, right? Anyways, we have to end this here because oh wow, we got another super chat. Bashir, thank you so much for $5 super chat saying keep up the good work. We will. And we'll use your super chat money to go towards the art project that we're doing. Okay, guys, the art we're making is not cheap. So thank you so much for all the support. We do need it. I need
emotional and moral support.
I do want to say what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to Secular Jihadists. We have a public Q&A on Secular Jihadists. So Secular Jihadists has 4 episodes every month that is live streamed for patrons only, but then it has 1 episode every month that is a public Q&A that is open to everyone. So if you hop over to the Secular Jihadists YouTube channel, me and Ali Rizvi are going to be doing a Q&A, and I suspect that most of the questions are going to be around France, and also Trump elections and stuff like that. So that's what. But any question goes. If you guys want to come over to Secular Jihadists, you just search for Secular Jihadists YouTube channel. You can see that there's a live stream that is going to be starting in an hour and a half from now. So
I thought it was starting 10 minutes from now.
Oh no, sorry, half an hour from now it's going to start. Okay,
Hello.
So come. Oof. Yeah, half an hour from now it's going to start. So come over there. Oh, we got another super chat. Jesus. I thought music was haram. Is there an exception for beheading music? Okay, there's depends on who you ask. Do you ask the Salafis? Do you not ask the Salafis? What gets categorized as music? So it really depends. It's not a consistent, so that is not 100% for all Muslims. In fact, most Muslims don't think that. But I think some Salafis do think that.
Thanks for the $5.
Yeah, thank you so much for the $5. The cult breaker. Can we give Muhammad? What is that?
I think it's supposed to say "shut the fuck up." Saint F you. Saint fuck you.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you sent him,
No, a few
see.
cum stains.
Oh, come stay. No, guys, we're not gonna make a cartoon that is gonna be derogatory. It's gonna be just like with the Hindu goddesses. It was our version of Muhammad is going to be really good looking, like a Chad. Like people are like, maybe I should give Islam another chance. That kind of vibe.
Right.
Yeah. So no, we're not gonna make it derogatory. We're gonna make it beautiful. It's gonna be it's gonna be like some art that if you're a gay man, you're gonna look at it and be like, I need some time to go off camera, right? It's gonna be something that you wanna like frame and put on your, a beautiful art, not just blasphemy, but even if it wasn't blasphemy, you'd be like, you know what, I could like frame that and put that, on my wall, like even if it wasn't blasphemy, right? So that's what we're gonna make. But yeah, so again, guys, secular jihadists, come over on YouTube, search for secular jihadists YouTube channel on the homepage of the channel. You could see when the live stream is starting, which is going to be in half an hour. Me and Ali Rizvi. Ali Rizvi is if you don't know him, he's an ex-Muslim, very intelligent person, and we often disagree, so that makes it a little more fun.
I love Ali.
Yeah, me too. Ghost Bunny saying hashtag sim for Armin, sim for Guru Armin, and hashtag love and adore Susanna. I love you guys. Aw. See, I got the simping. You didn't. Anyways, see you guys. Hop over to Secular Jihadist. See you guys over there. And make sure you subscribe. Guys, like I told you, we're the smallest circle. Grow that circle. Grow the circle. Subscribe and tell other people. Tell other people that if they want to get the right answer to everything, we have the right answer to everything. We have the right answer on every single issue. We have the right position. If they want to know what the right position is, when it comes to United States politics, India's politics, Middle Eastern politics, Far East politics, if they want to see what the right answer is, tell them to go subscribe to Atheist Republic. Tell them that they're morons, but there's a cure for it. There's a cure for them being morons. There's a cure for you being morons. It's called Atheist Republic. Tell them you just subscribe to Atheist Republic, and in a few months you go from being an absolute moron to a genius. Okay? Do that. All right. Bye.